Close the window because it's raining. So this could be turned out to an interesting video, I guess. Hey guys, my name's Tamara and today I thought I would talk about cosplay. Now if you don't follow me on my Twitter or my Tumblr, there are links in the description below, then you may not know, but I've been working on an Ahsoka cosplay. I started this about, oh Jesus Christ, when did I start it? I'd say I started about 4 or 5 months ago, and I'm about halfway there. Now whilst I was in the process of making certain things, I recorded the process, etc, etc. But due to my laptop being wiped about a week ago, I've lost everything. I've lost all the footage I made of making the dress, and I've lost the footage of making the Lekku. But because people on my DeviantArt asked about how I made my Lekku, I thought I would have to explain it to you, because obviously I can't show you the actual process now, seeing as I have no clips. Well done, Tamara! Grade class idiot. So this is my Lekku. It's not finished yet. I should let you know now. I need to make the paint darker, so I went out and bought some black paint yesterday. Black paint. A couple of months ago I posted a picture of my Lekku on my DeviantArt, and a lot of people were asking how did I make it, what did I use? So this video is going to be about how I made my Lekku. When it comes to cosplay, you should just do what Nike say and just do it. And here's a piece of advice: if you're going to make a prop or if you're going to make a costume, draw out what you're going to do, cost out everything you're going to need. Because no matter how well you think you can remember things and how well you think you know how to cost things, you're going to forget, and you're going to need that list on hand with you when you're going out shopping for things. And if you make a mistake, then you're going to need to see if your budget will let you do any more, and if not, then you're going to have to find a cheaper alternative. This is my cosplay sketchbook. Granted, it does have a couple of random sketches in there, but mostly it is for cosplay. In this sketchbook, I have my simple plans for how I made my Lekku. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll most likely scan it in or, you know, sketch it out on my tablet or something. One of the first things I did was, you know, simply just sketch out the Lekku. Sketch how you think it's going to look, how you're going to make it, what you want to use to make the base. And the base is really important in this instance because it needs to be sturdy enough, but it needs to be somewhat flexible, I would say. Altogether, my Lekku so far, let me put it out there because it's not quite finished yet. I need to updo the paint job and I need to just add the beads, but that's all I need to do on it. So far, this Lekku has cost me £10.50 to make. And that is really good for a cosplay because you can get cosplay props for I don't know how much, but some of them are ridiculously priced, and if you can make it yourself, then do it. If you can't, then maybe getting someone to commission it for you is the best way to go. Another piece of advice for when you're making your Lekku is find tutorials. The internet is full of tutorials. Now, for when I made the top of my Lekku, I followed one tutorial to a basis. There is a link in the description below for it. Basically, I just followed the topping of the wire. I sort of improvised with the bottom, and the bottom bit worked for me. So the top, and actually the back as well, came from this website. I used it as a guide to how on earth I would make my Lekku. Now you can get wire really, really cheaply in garden centres. Don't go to craft stores because they will be incredibly expensive for a small amount of wire, and you'll just be wasting your money because most of the time it's not thick enough, it's not sturdy enough, and you just won't be able to work with it unless you're making something like jewellery or something that's just a small sculpture. I bought my wire from a garden centre, which was about 15 minutes down the road. It cost me £1.99. This is just a little bit more than half of it. I used a lot, but I got a lot for the £2. Basically £2 of what I bought for it. You want something sturdy, you want something that's going to stay in its shape and something that's not going to break easily. Granted, I did get many scratches on my legs from having a Lekku on my leg for, Jesus Christ, I don't know how many hours, but it's worth it in the end. If you get it right, it's worth it in the end. The next thing I used to make the tails of my Lekku were some tights and cotton wool. Household products will be your best friend when it comes to cosplay. If you have something you don't need, something that just has holes, hold on to it because you don't know when it'll come into use. If you're going to make the Lekku with tights, don't use woolen tights. They're too thick, it won't stick, and they will be incredibly heavy. I recommend opaque tights because they're incredibly light, they're very versatile, and if they rip it doesn't matter because they're going to be covered with paper mache and anything else that you want to use anyway, so there's no point worrying about it ripping. As you can probably gather from this, I paper mache'd the whole thing, like full on, just the whole thing. I don't know if you can see the back, but it's all paper mache'd. All of this is paper mache'd. This, the top, everything. It just makes it easier when it comes to mod rocking, so then you don't waste it, it doesn't leak, and it just gives it a slightly firmer thing, so you know it's not going to break that easily. I was quite lucky when it came to mod rock, when it came to the actual mod rocking process, because I already had 2 of these from the last time I tried to make a Lekku. I forgot to give them back to school. Oops. Really good tip, make sure you use the same brand of mod rock. I have no clue what my school brand of mod rock is, what they use, so I just had to improvise and get some mod rock down from my local toy store. It cost me about £2 and it did change slightly the structure of the Lekku. It wasn't as absorbent as the school stuff, so there are a couple of, well, quite a few bubbles actually from where I had to mod rock around again, I had to resort it, so make sure you use the same brand of mod rock just so you don't have any complications, so it makes it look okay. Now at this stage you can sand it. I didn't. So many people ask me why I didn't sand it. Truth is, I'm a lazy sack of shit. When it comes to the painting process, make sure you have a reference image. I found the best reference image you can get of her Lekku. You can probably see it about now, and it really helps to have a good reference image. Depending on what age you're having the Lekku be, if it's an older Togrutan, then they will have a longer Lekku, they will have more markings, it will be taller. If you're having a younger Togruta like Ahsoka, she's 16 from the Lekku that I made it here, then she'll have 5 stripes. Stripes? Markings tomorrow, markings, Jesus Christ. That is literally the basics of making a Lekku. I'm really sorry that I couldn't really show you the actual processes of me making the Lekku. I lost all my footage and you have no idea how much it annoyed me, and I was just like, God damn it, Tamara. But the thing that annoyed me the most was that I lost all the footage for making this. Yes, I made her dress. And it took me about 3 weeks. 3 weeks of recording and then losing all my footage because I forgot to put it on a bloody remembrance stick and my computer got wiped. If you want me to show you how I made the dress, then just let me know. I can show you the pattern now actually if you want. This paper pattern is the pattern that I used to make the dress. It was a basic pattern. So if you want to know how I made my Ahsoka dress, just let me know in the comments, and there may be a new video soon about Ahsoka dress cosplay, I guess. Now, seeing as I haven't been able to edit any of those videos, seeing as, you know, I have no footage, unfortunately there probably won't be any footage anymore of building my Ahsoka costume, but I've almost finished it anyway. But if you want to see like how I'm going to make the belt, I've not started it yet, but I have a plan in mind of how I'm going to make it. Then just let me know if you're interested in watching that, and I'll see what I can do. And there's me out. See you in the next video, guys. It's time to explore the cosplay box of Destiny. Yes, I stole this on top of my wardrobe, which is currently where my iPod is blue tacked to. Well done.